This news just in.
Big Bird is leaving Sesame Street to star in his very own full-length movie.
I think I'd like that.
Tonight, Sesame Street presents Follow That Bird. Dateline, Walt Disney World. They're America's best school volunteers, caring people who have freely given years of service and hours of their time to help children. Recently, their efforts were recognized at the 4th Annual National Outstanding School Volunteer Awards Program, hosted by Walt Disney World.
The people that win these awards are just some of the most important and worthwhile people in this country.
I get the reward every day just from the smiles on the children's faces.
Walt Disney World proudly salutes these outstanding school volunteers whose spirit of giving is making a difference. Join us now as the Disney Channel salutes the American teacher. Ladies and gentlemen, the First Lady of the United States, Mrs. Barbara Bush.
When we hear the letters P.E., most of us think of fun and games, not education. But in his classes at Clinton Elementary School in Clinton, Ohio, Randall Trump emphasizes the education in physical education. His gym classes are packed with innovation, hard work, learning, and a lot of fun, too.
Most people have a misconception about physical education. They think that we play dodgeball, kickball, make the kids do push-ups for punishment, and that's not what it's all about anymore.
Yeah, boy, that's great for never having done that. Now, yeah, that's it. You got it. You got rid of that bounce in there. Excellent. Now, push with your hands when you get there. Push. That's it. That's it. You get clear over.
What I do here is try to reward the children through movement and try to get back to that feeling of movement for movement's sake because it feels good. But at the same time that there's learning taking place.
Counterclockwise. How many people think they know which way counterclockwise is? Which way is it, Dennis?
The roots of my program is I accept each child for what they are and what they can do.
Come on around.
And I don't look down on them if they can't perform up to my expectations.
What's next? Come on, you guys, you know.
I try to just make them challenge themselves and not be challenged by what other people can do and they can't.
He's the epitome of taking theory and using it within his particular practical setting. Better than anyone I know. I think also Randy cares.
Watch my feet. Look, honey. That's it. That's it. That's it. Good, Lisa.
The adapted classes that I see are children that just have special needs. Maybe it's a balance problem or they're having difficulties with balance.
My hand's right here if you need it. That's it. See, try not to use my arm. That's it.
Or if it's strength. For instance, we're working on back extensors in the net. Along with that, though, I also threw some left-right discrimination and color discrimination in there, which are things, again, that complement what the people do in the classroom.
Blue left.
Blue left. Which hand did you pick it up with, Joe? There you go, blue left. Okay, Carl.
Mr. Trump and I like to think of each other as a team. We're working together to make a balance in education for the children, a well-rounded education.
I try to complement what the teachers do in the classroom. That is, I try to tie some concepts that they have going in the classroom in here.
How about making the letter Q? What would you have to do with your body to make the letter Q?
Put some of your body inside and some of your body outside.
Very good. It's exactly what you do to make the letter Q. Some of your body goes inside, some of your body goes outside. Very good, Lisa. Good job. What does cooperation mean?
You work together.
You work together. So we're going to play a game that's called cooperative circles.
I think we all have to cooperate to get along, whether it be the teachers here or whatever you do in life. And I think the kids might as well learn how to do that at an early age.
When you get a job or something, you're going to have to cooperate with the people that you work with. So we learn to cooperate with our classmates.
Here's the rule for this game. You may not break the circle. There's a way to get your circle from facing in to facing out and never let go of anybody's hand. Oh, there's somebody. Two people raised their hand. Up, wait a minute. Hold it. Oh, there's more pretzels again. More pretzels again. Put some salt on you so you feel hot pretzels. Here we go. It's looking good.
It just makes for a nice atmosphere and makes for a caring atmosphere, too. The kids seem to care what happens to other people once they start to cooperate with them. I think rhythm's very important in any movement. Rhythm is everywhere in our environment.
Here we go. Wait for the call. Now wait. Do-si-do. Wait for the call. Don't get ahead of them, even if you know the... Now come right back to your partner. Your partner gets your right hand. Right. That's it. You didn't spin that time. That was good.
There's a lot of working together in square dancing and cooperation. And you can make it creative, too. I have a lesson where I actually have the children create their own dance that works really well.
So if you want to, even though this is a count of 4, if you want to do something that takes 8 counts, you can add these 2 together. Or if you really want to do something neat, you could even add these 2 together and do something that took 16. It's up to you. Whatever you guys want to do, it's up to you. I'm going to let you be creative on this and think up your own dance.
What? We could
Okay, go. Good. Keep working on it. I'll be back, okay? Try to do this all with your arms. Use your legs. Are you ready? Go!
I don't have any competition in my classes between teams. When one team wins, somebody leaves that team and goes to the other team, so everybody gets a chance to win in here.
Get low. Use your legs.
He doesn't really care if we win or lose. It's like how we play the game or our attitude towards the game. He doesn't really care if we win or lose.
There'll be a lot of people that will argue with you and say, well, wait a minute, competition prepares kids for later in life. And there is competition out there in business and in the workplace, but the whole idea behind recreation is to get away from that. My philosophy is if they went out of here and they had a good time and they learned something in the process, then everybody won.
Push down with your heels, push down, and stop. Make a fist with both hands and squeeze them, and stop. Good, eyes closed.
At the end of every class, I do a cool down with the children. Things I use a progressive relaxation exercise coupled with the Baroque music in the background, and it seems to be real effective and the children like it. You can see a difference in the way they act as opposed to when they go out of here when they haven't done a cool down. They're not bouncing off the walls when they walk out of here, and they're ready to get back to the classroom and learn. When the kids leave here, whether it be from my classroom or when they leave Clinton School, I want them to have a feeling that if they're in a race and the person next to them falls down, that maybe they would take the time out to see if that person was okay before they worried about whether they were going to beat him at the finish line or not.
Next, John Candy and Chevy Chase co-star with the whole Muppet Gang in Sesame Street Presents Follow That Bird. After that, unravel the truths and myths surrounding dinosaurs, followed by Gene Kelly and Donald O'Connor in Singin' in the Rain, tonight on the Disney Channel. A 12-year-old computer whiz has just tapped into one of NASA's best-kept secrets.
There's a satellite coming down, Mike.
And what starts out as a harmless trick turns into a race against time.
There are lives at stake here, more lives than you can imagine.
Pamela Sue Martin stars in the Disney Channel Discovery, Sky Trackers, a U.S. television premiere. Take one street-smart kid.
Creeps.
And one con man with scheme.
This ain't no juvenile hall.
Or into large country estate.
What a shack.
And a pinch of mystery.
Garlic keeps ghosts away. Garlic keeps everyone away.
Mix well, and voila.
Welcome to Candleshoe.
Jodie Foster, Helen Hayes, and David Niven set the stage for comedy.
This place is a nut house.
Candleshoe on the magical world of Disney. The following presentation has been closed captioned for the hearing impaired.
Ladies and gentlemen, would you please rise for the Grouch Anthem?
No, no, no. With a Grouch Anthem, you stay sitting down. Down in front there. Now brace yourself, I'm gonna sing. Grouches of the world unite. Stand up for your grouchly rights. Don't let the sunshine spoil your